Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am joined today by a really special guest. Tom Paladino works with Scalar Energy, and we'll get into all of that in a moment. I'm really excited to have him on today because this is a topic that I'm personally interested in. All of you know that I've been doing energy healing for almost 2 decades now, and I've been talking about frequency healing, quantum healing for a really long time, and technology that's coming that's going to just help do so many amazing things for people. And I learned of Tom very recently. So I'm really excited to learn along with all of you today while Tom discusses his background and his machine and the offer he has for those of you listening today. So welcome, Tom.
Thank you for the invite. It is my honor to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about how you got started with this, Tom.
I studied Nikola Tesla, the great scientist Nikola Tesla, and I realized at a young age that Tesla discovered free energy. And I wanted to pursue that course of study. Scalar energy, what he called radiant energy. This is not electricity, it's not magnetism. It's a different type of energy. And I'm happy I made that decision because what I've discovered is quite incredible. This type of technology will change the social order. To me, this is God's master plan, and we can all benefit from this incredible technology.
I'm just turning the volume up a little bit. It was a little bit low on my end. So do you want to go through the technology a little bit and break it down how it works?
Yes, I do. I'm in my laboratory for a reason. I'm demonstrating my scalar energy instrument. Now, keep in mind, these instruments do not work with electricity. So what do I mean? Well, this instrument is on right now. That's a Tesla coil, and it's broadcasting. It's giving off scalar energy. There's so much energy that I can illuminate a light bulb if I hold a light bulb in my hand. That's the free energy of scalar energy. So much energy, it can illuminate a light bulb.
Yeah.
Now, when I work with these instruments, I don't work with people in person. Keep in mind, this is not electricity. I work with a force field, or I work with a signature on a photograph. So what am I saying? This is my photograph, and my energy or my signature or my consciousness is found on the photograph. So this is truly quantum. It's not biological. This is a quantum process whereby I can access, people email me a photograph and I can access their signature from the photograph. So if you will, if I demonstrate, if I place my photograph inside the instrument, it enjoys that download of white light, of white energy. The amount of white light going into that light bulb is the identical energy going into my chakras now, or my force field, or my brain waves. And people feel that. People, by way of testimony, they say, yes, I feel that energy. It has balanced my chakras. Yes, the scalar energy instrument will improve my memory or will improve my outlook on life. Some people say it helps them with addiction, cigarette addiction, drug addiction. So this is the new science of information, divine energy, divine information. We never work with people. We're outside of that realm. We work with the aura. We work with the force field of a person. And the only thing people need to do is email me a photograph. This instrument only works with photographs. It doesn't work with people.
I think this is the next level, Tom, and I resonate with it so much because somewhere along my career, I did Reiki on people's physical body, and then I was over time I learned to pull back and work on the energy body instead, and that will the physical body will respond to that. So it's kind of like you're working on the outer layers in, and this seems like the same as that. So you're working quantum, you're not working physical, which I very much believe in, and I think it works really, really well. So if somebody sends you a photo, you're not actually printing it out and obviously holding it up against the machine. So how does it translate from, let's say, someone emailing you a photo, and then what happens next?
So the process is people will only email us a photograph, and I actually do print them out because I actually place the photograph inside the instrument.
Oh.
Now, to give the audience an idea of how this works, earlier today in my laboratory, I've been doing this for years now, I had 500,000 photographs inside the instrument. A different environment than that of electricity and magnetism. It's a different dimension. And in so doing, people enter into that time warp, or they enter into that force field. So I only work with emailed photographs. I do print them out. And in order to make my job easy and simple, I literally just place the photograph inside the instrument, and the instrument, the energy does the work. I don't do the work. I'm going to show the audience. I'm just going to move the camera over. This is the instrument that's operating right now. Now that instrument is a scalar energy instrument. There's no moving parts. I want to make this clear, Sherri. So what am I doing? Where does the kinetic energy come from? It's not from an induction motor. It's from the sun and the stars. This is not a rotating magnetic field. The motion is from the energy in the stars. So I have developed an instrument that can capture the free energy of the sun and the stars. And the way I can access now is by way of a photograph. Now this is, to be very clear, a photograph is a bilocated version. In other words, I can be in two places at once with a photograph. You've heard this before in the quantum field, that you're outside of time and space. My photograph allows me to bilocate or send my force field to my laboratory. Well, obviously, it's not an in-person biological session. It's a out-of-person, it's a, if you will, out-of-body. It's an auric administration of light. We're working with force fields or the aura or the spirit.
Fascinating. So Tom, how many can your device work on more than one person at a time, where it concentrates on one image at a time?
I've worked with millions of people simultaneously, millions.
And how long? Go ahead.
Will, if you will, miniaturize the photograph.
Okay.
And in so doing, a miniaturized photograph, I can place 3 or 4 million photographs in the instrument and treat 3 or 4 million people simultaneously. Now, when I do so, for 1 hour a day, I'll treat people for a chakra balancing. So if you can imagine, 500,000 people a day will experience that white light that will download into their chakra field. And then for another hour during the day, if you will, I can take photographs of pathogens. This is a photograph of the human papillomavirus, and I can match it up, or I can make it communicate with my photograph. This is a pathogenic cleanse.
Wow.
So what am I doing? I am not using human reasoning. I'm using a light instrument, and I am using the energy field, the force field of photographs to communicate with one another. So the download of information of human papillomavirus enters into my force field. If I had the human papillomavirus, this process would eradicate, would destroy the human papillomavirus simply by communicating these two photographs. Once again, it's an administration of light. It's an administration of information, and I'm downloading the human papillomavirus into me. All done by way of light, of information. Now, the reason I'm reiterating this, I want to make this very clear. This process works. It's flawless because there's no human intervention. There's no human reasoning. Whatever photograph of a microbe I place in the instrument, this instrument will seek out that microbe and destroy it. It's a guaranteed flawless operation.
Wow. I'm so into this stuff. So I'm kind of starstruck right now at this technology, because it's incredible. And I think that this is something we've had access to probably for centuries, or not, if not more. That people like yourself have probably tried to, or have created devices that are just haven't been able to go out publicly, because they, we know that the dark forces don't want us to be healed in a way that's organic And this is fully organic. There's no intervention, no human intervention, no I have to be careful with the words, but nothing you take in your mouth to help and all of those things. So if someone is to be interested in something like this, how quickly will they see results, and how often do they need to receive this therapy?
That's a great question. It's hard to say because everybody's different. So
Mhm.
what I do, and again, I'm a researcher and I want to present this to the world. I offer anybody in the world 15 days of free sessions. Why? I have to introduce this new technique, this new technology. I have to make it very simple and straightforward. So to make it so simple, the process that I've developed, a photograph, everybody can take a photograph with a cell phone and send me that photograph and we'll work with you for 15 days. Now, how people respond, it varies. Most people say they feel better after 15 days because they've had this pathogenic cleanse, this germ cleanse, and their chakras have been balanced. And the greater majority say, yes, I feel something. There's something happened to me energetically. My health is improved. Can I say that for everybody? No, because everybody's different. But the greater majority say they felt something of a positive nature.
And I agree with that. And that's the answer I give to everybody, regardless of what they're trying. So I resonate with that, Tom, and I appreciate your honesty there. Now, so it goes into this machine, is it like an hour every day for those 15 days? Or you had mentioned that you might do the pathogen hours later. Is it just run on a cycle?
It's on a cycle. So for one
Okay.
hour a day, I work with the chakras. I balance the chakras. That's a lot of energy going into our aura or our chakra or the spirit. The second hour, I work on pathogens, whether it's the herpes virus or a Candida albicans. I'm able to program this instrument with photographs of microbes. That causes yeast infection. So I have, if you will, over 400,000 photographs of microbes, of germs, different species of microbes. And that process takes 1 hour. And then to round it off, the remaining 22 hours, I download nutrients by way of energy. Again, it's not biological, it's not biochemical. This is a photograph of glutathione. I receive my energy that I need of glutathione every day, not from a vitamin, not from a supplement, but from an energy instrument. So this photograph of glutathione serves as the informational input. It's a download of information into me.
Mhm.
So the two photographs communicate. The photograph of glutathione communicates with my photograph, delivering the information, the energy of glutathione into me in the quantum sense. So there's never a tincture, there's never a protein shake, we don't work with any biochemical process. It's a new way of looking at reality in which we deliver information, intelligence, or consciousness, which is of a higher level than a biological action.
Yeah, that makes total sense. So I think I misunderstood initially. So it's 24 hours a day program running for the whole 15 days. So
Yes.
at which point, are you saying the benefit is indefinite? Meaning, for example, for yourself, do you have it running every day,
Yes.
365, or do you recommend people take breaks, or what?
Uh, Sherri, I've worked with this for years. To answer your question, I work with some people 24 hours a day, 365 days out of a year because they like it and they feel great. I am 63 years of age, and I believe this has prolonged my life. I believe this is, if you will, adding to the longevity. I certainly feel strong and healthy. I have no medical issues. I don't think I have any psychological issues either. So, what's the point? To me, this is the healing of the future, not through medicine, through information, not through the physical body, through the auric body, through the spirit.
Absolutely. Yeah. So after the 15 days, people will receive the 15 days as a trial.
Correct.
What is the cost associated with moving forward? How does that work? Is it a membership?
Yeah, it's a month by month membership. We reduced the price to $89 a month. We try to make this affordable to everybody. So if people can afford that, it'd be $89 for 30 days. So we break everything down so it's palatable so anybody can afford it. There's no long-term commitment. I'm trying to introduce this the best way I can as one individual. I am the sole researcher. There is no other researcher. This is the staff. You're looking at the research staff. So the point is to make this simple and easy so people can sign up.
Absolutely. And, with the amount of money people these days spend at, Starbucks, it adds up. We should really prioritize our health. And there's so many other things that we spend our money on that could go to things like this. It's just about reallocating and just kind of looking at the budget. So I think that's actually quite reasonable, Tom, especially for 30 days, 24/7. I think it's a good deal. At least during the 15 days, people can see if they notice anything. And I think that it's great that you offer that trial, because it probably could take that long for some to notice a shift.
You're right.
Is there anything else that you want to talk to the audience about, the technology or anything that's relevant?
Yeah, I'm going to tell the audience that we have great success, and we have 4,000 testimonies on our website now. Yes, this is new. If you've never heard of this before, I understand. I invented this protocol. I don't expect people to understand this. But here's the point. Go to our website and look at the testimonies. We have so many testimonies that speak favorably as to what we're doing. Quickly, I'm going to mention this. There's an HIV clinic in Delhi, India that we've worked with. It's called Om Prakash. This is the group photograph out of Delhi, India. Now, one time, everybody in that photograph was HIV positive. After sending me their photograph, nobody at this clinic who has presented their photograph to me, nobody is HIV positive anymore. Those are the favorable testimonies we're having. These people say, and they put this in writing, that they've returned to health after submitting their photograph to us. So it's so promising what we're doing. It's very encouraging that we're able to, if you will, to help people even who are HIV positive.
Yeah, and we got to be careful on this network how we claim things. But it's definitely something that we should explore. Scalarlight.com is the website. I highly recommend everybody look at it at least and look into it a little bit more. Tom, is this recommended also for children and your pets? We talked about that with my free 15-day trial, and I sent you pictures of my pets. So let everyone know about the pets and the children.
Yes. I have 2 dogs, and my dogs are on this 30 every day of the month, 30 days out of a month, year round. So dogs, cats, infants, anybody can benefit from this. I've worked with infants 2 months old, 3 months old with great success. What is my point? Scalar energy, the energy of the sun and the stars, is for everybody. I've worked with the plants. I've worked with kangaroos. I've worked with elephants. Why? I'm working with the fundamental force of the universe. Scalar energy, the energy of the sun and the stars, animates everything. Everything depends upon this energy. So this is not foreign. Rather, this is the unifying principle of the universe.
Absolutely, Tom. I resonate with a lot of this. I know I keep saying that, but I want everyone to know I'm not affiliated with Tom in any way. I'm not getting any commission from this. I'm not personally not trying to sell anyone anything. But what I will say is that for years in my sessions, I have been getting that there is technology that we will have access to very soon that is essentially free technology to tap into the resources that we already have, that the secrets have been kept from us. And I'm seeing it now probably unfold within the last year more than ever before. And there's so many different varieties. And I understand it's free technology, but Tom has to make a living, and you're a one-man operation. So we're charging a very minimal amount to yield, potentially infinite results, which I think is incredible. And I see more and more of these opportunities coming out, Tom, and I'm really excited. That's why I wanted to have you on to talk about it, because I've been waiting for these technologies to come out. I believe in them. I believe in the potential because I was told they were coming. And now that I'm seeing them unravel slowly, I believe in people like you. One man operation. You're doing a lot of great things for a lot of people, Tom. And you could have chosen to use the brains that you have for so many other things to make a lot of money and not help humanity. But you've chosen to do this, and I commend you for that. And it's great work that you're doing. Really great work.
Thank you for acknowledging that. It's been a lifetime effort. You're not going to learn this. It's a new science. You're not going to learn this in short order. So I salute you, and I likewise for what you're doing for humanity. There has to come a period in human evolution, in the human in history, that we all have to come together. I believe scalar energy will unite mankind, those who want to be united.
Absolutely. You know, and you can take it one step further, and your soul, your destiny coming into this life was to bring this technology to, you know, so there's so many layers to it. I believe in all of its dimensional realities and the potential of healing, shifting between the dimensional realities that you exist within. And it is all about what you want. So if you're watching this and this is something you're interested in and you believe that it works, it does. But if you go in suspicious and say, oh, this will never work, your mindset can dictate the dimension that you're attracting and that you vibrate within. And then, of course, the technology may not work for you. So it's all about your mindset going in. And I think that's true for anything, right? Anything right now.
Of course, because this is a consciousness instrument. It works on information, and the information that we put out there is really the information we inherit.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, scalarlight.com is the website that people can go. And if you're interested, you can try it for 15 days. There's no obligation, right? They're not giving you a credit card to pay for something, right?
That's correct. It's no obligation.
Yes, good. Well, I thank you, Tom. I appreciate your time. I hope all of you watching this find some sort of, are intrigued. And, if you have any questions, is there a way they can don't reach out to me because I don't have the answers. Tom, how can they reach you if they have questions?
Yeah, go to the website, scalarlight.com. We have phone numbers, we have email address.
Okay,
you
perfect.
Just send us a question. We'll deal with all your questions through the website.
Perfect. I love it. Put it all in one place, make it easy for people. Exactly. I like that. I like that, Tom.
That's the focal point. Thank you for your time.
Oh, well, wonderful. It was a pleasure talking to you today, Tom. Thank you to everybody watching and your energy exchange. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.